Hello everyone, all you painters. Love to have you here in my studio today. Today we are going to talk about red. My advice to all new students is to always remember, red eats everything. You can always put a little more red in, but you cannot take it out once you get it in there. It'll dominate everything. Red and black, very dominating colors, they will take over. So when you are adding red to something, you should always pull off the something and add a tiny bit of red. And when I say tiny bit, get a brush out here, I mean a tiny bit. See how that? It's just a tiny bit. That's what we're going to do. Today I have pulled out all the stops. I am going to have, I've got 7 different reds, different types of paint. And I've got it on a gray palette paper. There you go. And I marked them at the top so I can remember. Now when I put them on the paper, after I do that, I will also mark them. So in the future, when I need to know, so what exactly color is CAD Red Deep hue, whatever, I'll know. Okay, so starting off, I've rinsed, and we do a lot of rinsing in these kind of things because I just want to get them up there. This is a CAD Red Light, and it's by Winsor Newton. It almost is an orange. The purpose of this class today is for you to see the warm and cool reds. Every color has warm and cool, and I want you to be able to actually see them and see what I'm talking about. This is CAD Free Red Light, and it's by Liquitex. Very, very similar. I have two kinds of CAD Free, cadmium free. They are a CAD Red Light and a CAD Red Medium, but they don't have the cadmium in them. You know, cadmium is one of those substances. It's a natural substance, but it is also thought to be a carcinogen. So paint companies have been trying to wean themselves away from cadmium. Now you can start to see, these are still warm colors. That's a CAD Free Red Medium, and it's by Liquitex. All paints are not created equal. This is a CAD Red Deep hue, and it's by Art Advantage. We're going to get into the cool ones now. So you can really see the difference there as to what, from this red to this red. Okay. Now I'm going to use a CAD Red Deep hue. And this is by Liquitex, and it's a student grade. These should be basically the same color because they're both CAD Red Deep hues. You can see this one's not quite as concentrated as that one, which kind of surprises me because they're both student grade paints. This is a Crimson by Daler-Rowney. I like the feel of this paint. It's in a different sort of family. These are CAD Reds. These are red deep hues, and this is crimson. So that's, I really thought that was more of a Christmas red. Okay, now this one is a hard word to say. It's CAMAC Redun red. Let's see what CAMAC Redun does. Okay, that has almost like a magenta, but you can see those are all different colors. Now we could make a color chart out of these reds, but my goal here is for you to understand warm and cool colors. So now you could add white with any of these and tone them down, but I want to show you what happens when you mix a warm and a cool. So I'm going to go with that CAD Red Light, and I'm going to take this, which was CAD Red Deep Hue. Now I've got them both on my brush, and I'm going to mix them over here on my gray palette. Now I still can see several, both colors on there. When I mix paint, I don't mix it up to be like cake batter. I want you to be able to see all the nuances of the color. So here we go. This is this one and this one. Where's my pen? Okay, we're going to take this one and this one. Oh, that is luscious. It's still a warm color, but I love it. I love it. Now I'm going to take what I have left on my brush and I'm going to add this to it. Let's see what we get there. Now I've added some on my brush. I'm just mixing it over here on my palette a little bit. You can still see all the different colors, and when I'm painting a painting, I want to see all different colors. Okay, so let's take this. So that means we have this one, and this one in there. See, when I'm painting, I want to see those variations. It adds to the depth of the painting. If you mix it up to what I call like cake batter, to where it's all one color, you may as well just take it right out of the tube and use it. This gives your painting much more vibrancy, more life than if you mixed it up really good. That is always a telltale sign of beginning painters. They're afraid to let that show through. I'm going to pull it a little closer to where you can see those colors. You can kind of see the striations in there of different colors of paint. That will give such vibrancy, such life to your painting if you'll just let it happen. Okay, I'm going to rinse my brush. We're going to do one more color combination thing because you won't be able to tell what I've done here. Let's take this next one here and this one here. Okay, so the second from each end. So I've got one on one side, and here comes the second one over there. Okay, now this is what it looks like on my brush. You can see several colors there. I'm just barely going to mix it, just barely. Now you can still see that I have several colors there. Okay, so we're going to put it here. You're going to get a peachy, kind of a reddish, there's not a lot of difference, but there is difference. And then if you took white to those, you could tone this down almost to a peach color. And so that would be wonderful. So now we're going to take this and that went there, and this went here. So then I will fill in all these colors, the names of them later, and my goal is to understand how paint mixes, what it is I have in the paints that I have. As you go from warm to cool here, but when you mix them, and I tried to mix them pretty evenly, that warm kind of shows through on all of them. Now you could put a lot more of your cool color and a lot less of your warm color, and naturally the cool color should show through. But when your painting is, you're looking at it and you're going, well, it's really warm here, but now it's cool. You have to remember that things in the distance are cooler and lighter, more, I don't mean lighter in color, I mean kind of duller. And as they get closer to you, they get warmer and warmer. So in a painting of flowers, the same flower could have all of these colors in them as they come closer to you. So that gives it a depth, helps you see the perspective. So if you were painting a rose, you could use these in the back petals and in the center, and then these. I'd use these mixtures somewhere in the middle, and I'd use these as the rose came towards you. So there's a little lesson on red today. I hope this has helped you. If you've enjoyed this today in my studio, I sure would appreciate it if you'd click that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel. I try to put a new video up every Friday, and there's tons of them on there, so scroll around and see what we have in there. I sure would appreciate it. Thanks a lot. This is Sharon Durbin Graves, Painting with Acrylics 101.com, and I do have 2 free Facebook groups. One is called Bucket List Artists, and it's for people who have always wanted to learn to paint or draw and life got in the way. So if you'll search in Facebook groups for Bucket List Artists, then ask to join. 3 questions will pop up. Answer those 3 questions and I'll say, come on in. And the same thing goes, I have another group for homeschool families who want to add art to their curriculum, and it's called Painter Nation Homeschool Art Club. So look in Facebook groups for Painter Nation Homeschool Art Club, and again, ask to join, answer the 3 questions, and I'll be happy to open that door and your homeschool group can start learning art today. So thanks a lot. Have a great day. Hope we paint together real soon. Did I not have it on? Do I not oh. Did I do that whole daggone thing and not have it on?